Alright, so this is a little status update from me, how I am with my instrument and currently with the mapping. So my idea was to have meaningful parameters, which is a concept that Andy Ant and Marcelo Wanderley talked about in their paper for NIME in 2002. And they also talked about, they did a study and they came to the conclusion, even though they wanted more research, that it seemed to more extreme tasks or less simple tasks was beneficial to have what they call many to one. So different ways to go about the same problem. So you had one parameter that would do a lot of things, but you could have or another knob that does the same thing, including other ones as well. So I thought it would be interesting to have parameters affect each other or control same parameters as well as others. So with the limitations of the mod matrix of Virus, I tried a bit and I come up to this. I don't know how you can see it. So basically, I'm trying this out on a computer. Then I can go totally standalone as well, because all the controllers, see if we can see them, are actually MIDI CC numbers. So they correlate to CC3, 9, yeah, velocity, of course, is velocity. 13, 14, 15. And to get a better picture of this, actually energy is not mapped to CC now. It was more interesting to have it mapped to velocity for playability. So you have distance brightness, which is the first two. So distance being the envelope and reverb send, and brightness just cut off. Then we have intensity, evil. So those two controllers are basically, yeah, the first one, intensity, is mapped to an LFO, which you can see the form is random LFO. And you basically map the intensity of that to oscillators of the synthesizer, so it gets, the more you dial in, the more random it gets. So intensity is pretty much randomness. And evil, get more bass, and you also get like a unison detune effect. Then energy, which is mapped to velocity on a MIDI keyboard, and friendly. So we have with a velocity, we have reverb time. The more you bash the keys, the more reverb you get, and also the more distortion you get, and sort of to contradict or not to sort of make it less harsh. There's also slot for amount 1. So slot for amount 1, that's actually a filter cut off, so it's controlling the same parameter, but in a contra way, so it actually takes off the high frequencies the harder you press, but it's sort of needed to make it in a playful and not to harm your ear's range. And then friendly, it's dialing out ring modulation. The more you're dialing it in. Yeah, that's about it. I guess I could play a little bit, and yeah.